Yeah, if they want to immigrate for job purpose or for study purpose. So they have, as long as your pronunciation is good, accent does not matter so much, right? Even if you have a bit of MTI, but your pronunciations are accurate, all right? It's okay if you have that accent. It shows where you come from, right? So I don't mind accents too much, but pronunciations have to be good.
Hello,
Hi, good morning.
good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Sonam. How are you doing today?
I'm also good.
Fantastic. So, did you have your breakfast?
Yes. And what about you? You had your breakfast?
Not really. I woke up very late today, so I didn't have time, but I'll have it sometime later.
Okay. So you are living alone or with your family?
I'm living away from my family. My family stays in Mysore, right? So I'm living in Bangalore. I have a roommate here, so we live together.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so,
So, mhm.
would I ask you one question?
Yeah, sure.
I saw your profile pic where that you are a certified IELTS. So what is IELTS exam? Can you tell me?
So IELTS exam, it's an English test, okay, that tests the candidate on their English reading, listening, writing, and speaking skills. So if a candidate wants to go abroad for their studies or for the job purpose, right? So these people have to write the IELTS test, and if their dream country is an English-speaking country like Australia, Canada, UK, US, New Zealand, etc. So you need an IELTS score.
So it means if somebody want to immigrate to other country,
Yes.
that English is very, very important.
Yeah, if they want to immigrate for job purpose or for study purpose, so they have to go.
So there is any age limitation that
Yes, there is kind of an age limitation, not in terms of writing the test. See, normally it is advised for people who are 16 and above, okay, because your proper studies, etc., the foundational courses, etc., start from the age of 16. So people who write the IELTS test below that, it has no value. So it's better to write it after 16. And once a person becomes 30 plus years old, right, 30 and above, so what happens? Their benchmark, the cutoff will increase. So if a person is 23 years and wants to study in some university, and if they get a band 6.5 or 7, it's okay. They will get into their university. But a person who's 30 and above, they have to get like 8,777, 8 in one, 777 in other. So the cutoff becomes very stricter.
so what is your plan?
So
You already have the certificate of IELTS. So you don't want to go abroad?
no, IELTS is not a certification test. It is only if you want to go abroad. I had given it in 2018. Okay. So that time it was more like a backup plan. So if my job didn't go well in India, then I will go abroad. So that was the plan. But by God's grace, the job was good. So I didn't have to use it. And the score is valid only for 2 years. It's not valid after 2 years.
So basically you are doing Clapingo uh,
Mhm.
or other job also.
Yes, I am an IELTS trainer also. Right now, I'm working with Clapingo. Plus, I take classes independently. So, if students request me to for IELTS only, so I do IELTS coaching also, and I take classes on Clapingo too.
So would you like to give little bit about what kind of thing we have to study if somebody wants to give IELTS exam?
So the IELTS exam has a pattern. There is no such thing like a syllabus. Okay, it's not like you read one book and you can go and get good scores there. It's not like that. There are different question types in each of these modules. Like in reading, there are certain question types. You have to understand the logic of this. So there is completion type questions, true, false, not given, etc. So you have to understand the strategy to tackle each question type for all the modules. But it's not fixed. Like it's not like the same passages will come in the test, nothing like that. It's all about understanding the strategy and having good English and transferring it in the test.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So
Knowledge.
do you have a a YouTube channel or something?
Yes, I have my YouTube channel, and
Okay.
so sometime I'm using this application only to download my videos.
Okay. All right, that's nice. So how is your YouTube journey going on?
Yeah, it's going good, going well.
Okay, that's nice. What's the best part of it?
Actually, I gained confidence. one of,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and as well as my flow is also increased.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Flow as in your fluency?
Yes, yes. What happened,
Uh,
I don't have that type of confidence, so I'm not able to convey my thought, how to articulate my thoughts in proper way. Because
yeah.
if you are recording anything and you are watching
Mm-hmm.
your own videos, so you can
Mm-hmm.
know in which area you are lacking. So it's very good if you're making your own videos and you are observing what in which area you are lacking, so you can improve yourself.
True that. Even to our students, we recommend the same thing. We recommend them to record themselves when they are practicing English on their own so that they can judge well. What is it, how they look when they talk, how are they sounding, their body language, everything they can gauge. Right. So,
So mm, I would ask one more question. It's a
yes, please.
hypothetical situation. Okay, today's topic
Okay.
is so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which sense would you be okay with losing if you
Mm-hmm.
had?
Yes, so I want to ask you that question first. All right, so I want you to speak more rather than me. I'll answer that question after you do. Okay, so if you could lose a sense, what would you be okay with losing in a hypothetical scenario, of course?
Yeah. So I think taste. For
Okay.
me, if lose taste, I can live without it because I think at least I can see the appetizing dish. Okay, I can feel the aroma, but it's
Mm-hmm.
okay if I lose the taste.
Mm-hmm.
But I could not imagine because it evoked the feeling of being alive. So I think all sense organs are very, very essential, important. So yeah.
Okay. So either you can use essential or you can use important. Don't use both together. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Either you can say because it's essential or you can say because it's important, not essential important. All right. So that's all. All right. So for me, I think the least on the list when it comes to the senses, I think it would be touch maybe because I cannot imagine my life without sight, without hearing, without fragrances because I'm big on aroma. All right. So I enjoy uh, fragrance around me. So I feel it's very therapeutic. So I cannot live without that also. And taste. I'm a big foodie. I don't know if I can live with by leaving letting go of my taste buds. So touch is the only one that's remaining. So I would be okay with losing that.
Okay. So it's very fantastic. So
Okay, so my next question to you would be, you said taste you're okay with letting go of, right? So what is your favorite flavor? I want to know. Like, what is that one flavor that you crave for when you're feeling hungry?
yeah, I'm craving for ice cream, sweet dish, you may say dessert.
Okay, you crave for ice creams. All right. So, do you like control the amount of sugar intake, or sometimes it's very hard for you to control your temptations?
Actually, I'm very health conscious, so I always think what kind of calories or what amount of sugars I'm taking. So
Mm-hmm.
I yes,
Okay. You can say that how much amount, okay, not what amount. You can say that, yeah, what amount you can say, no problem. And if you could acquire another sense, right, what would you want?
can you repeat? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, 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 I can hear.
Okay, so if you could acquire another sense just as an add on to what you already have, what would you want?
I think I want to read others' mind
Okay, why so?
so that I can know about their
Mhm.
ideas and their evil thought. I think.
Okay, so fine. So, whose mind would you like to read?
Hmm, I think not particular. Anyone you can say, any person, not a
Any
particular one.
person's.
Yeah, any person.
All right, fine then. So, what would life be like without any of the senses?
I think I could not imagine life without it because all are very essential. I told you before. So all are very. essential. So I could not imagine life without it.
Okay. Which sense do you use the most?
I
Mhm. Okay. So, what is the most beautiful sight that you've ever seen in your life?
mm, now I'm living in Siliguri, so it's full of vibrant atmosphere. So I love
Mm-hmm.
greenery, green places full of
Okay.
greenery and
Mm-hmm.
mountains
Mm-hmm.
and so tea gardens. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they are very beautiful, right? I have been to a couple of hill stations here in the south, where they cultivate tea. So it's a very beautiful sight. Okay.
You are basically
And
from south.
yeah, right. I am. I grew up in Mysore, and I'm currently living in Bangalore, in Karnataka. Have you ever visited Karnataka ever?
No, not Karnataka, but I have lived in Kerala for 5 years.
Oh, 5 years. That's quite a long time. So, when was the last time you visited Kerala?
It's been so long, but
Yeah.
I tell you about Bangalore. I visited last year only.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You
Because
visited Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Okay, so
Because
that's in Karnataka.
yes, yes. Because my father is in Indian Navy, so basically we transfer every places, coastal area.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. All right. That's nice. So, all right. So, coming back to the topic of senses,
Yes.
has any of your senses saved you in a dangerous situation?
Uh, I think I never faced that kind of situation, but I
Mm-hmm.
think you can say smell because sometimes if you have good sense of smell, so you can feel in which area you are going, whether it is a stinky or dirty. So um, you can know about that area is good
Yeah.
or ambience is good or not.
Yeah, right. Even about the hygiene, right? If there is a foul smell emanating from any place, then it definitely raises a lot of questions about its hygiene.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay.
So according to you, which is least and most important senses, according to you?
For me, the most important would be eyesight, and as mentioned, the least would be touch. For me
Okay,
personally, all of them are very important. Cannot imagine life without any of it. But if I had to make a list, this would be the priority.
okay.
Okay, all right. So nice, nice talking to you. And okay, one more question. What are some of the most beautiful sounds that you've heard? It could be the sound of an instrument, of nature, a song, whatever you like.
Actually, nowadays, I love bird sound. Birds when
Huh.
they, what's the exact word for that? Chippering.
When the
Or
birds chirp, right?
yeah,
CHIRP. Yeah.
yeah. So I like their sweet sound.
Oh, that's lovely. So, do you have a beautiful garden in your house?
No, right now, no, because I'm living in Siliguri in rented house. Not it's not my personal house.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So, are you interested in gardening? If you get a chance to live in a house which has a big front yard or a backyard, would you like to try your hands at gardening?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Because I love gardening. So
Mhm.
first of all, I will search which is
Okay.
air purifier plant.
Mhm.
So I can, mm, yeah, I can do gardening.
Okay, fine. Do you know the meaning of green thumb? A green, you know that, right? Green thumb, THUMB.
I know thumb. What is the meaning of thumb? But I don't know the green thumb. What is the meaning of that?
Okay, green thumb means having a natural talent for growing plants. Okay, sometimes you might have
Okay.
observed when certain people try their hands at gardening, right? The plants, etc., that they are caring, they bloom. very beautifully.
Ah,
But
yeah,
when we
yeah.
try the same thing, it doesn't come out that well, right? So it means that person has a green thumb. So that's what it
Okay,
means. They have a
okay.
natural talent for cultivating plants.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So I will actually recently I cultivated lots of plant like snake
Mhm.
plant, money plant, and
Wow.
some actually I forget their name, aloe vera. So lots of
Okay.
you may say indoor plants.
Okay. Wow, that's great. So how are they turning out?
Yeah, it's they're growing fast naturally.
Super. Great. I'm so happy about that because it adds a bit of freshness to your house, right? If you have plants, so your house looks, it adds a different beauty to it. So I really like that.
It's also you can say soothing our eyes.
It's very soothing to our eyes. Agreed. 100%. Okay. And do you want feedback from these sessions, or you're here just to like practice speaking in English for confidence?
Yes, you can give me my feedback in which area I
Okay.
have to improve myself.
Okay, so you can try to enhance your vocabulary, Sonam, because from what I have observed, your grammar seems to be fine, and even your presentation skills. When you talk, uh, you're good, all right? You don't sound too nervous or overexcited or something. You're very calm and collected. You have a good control over your language. Okay, so that's beautiful. The only thing is that I would like for you to improve your vocab a little bit. For example, you said, I want to know if people have any evil thoughts. That's okay. But better thing would have been, I want to know their true intentions, like whether they're good or evil, right? So their true intentions would be good, right?
Okay,
So, yeah. So, how you can improve vocabulary? Obviously, there is no one book that you can follow. The only thing that we can do to improve vocab is to surround ourselves with English. Correct? Try to watch as many videos of whatever topic that interests you for that day. When you buy any product, right, like biscuit, a cereal box, chocolates, whatever it is, read the tagline that is there in English. Try to understand it. Flip the box and see the ingredients. If there are any recipes mentioned in that, read that also. So when you do these small, small things, right, it makes a drastic difference. All right. So the only key is to surround yourself with English as much as possible. Create an environment where wherever you go, whatever you do inside your house, you can feel the presence of this language. All right. So
okay.
try to do that. Okay.
So
That's it.
would you like to tell? Is it accent is very important in India?
Accent is important. Of course, neutral accent, if you have it, becomes easy to listen. But as long as your pronunciation is good, accent does not matter so much. Right? Even if you have a bit of MTI, but your pronunciations are accurate. All right, it's okay if you have that accent. It shows where you come from. Right? So I don't mind accents too much, but pronunciations have to be good. Like you cannot say session to be session. That would be wrong. Right? So these things matter.